Hello, Virgo, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. This message is for the month of September. It's just a general overview on the energies that I see showing up for you during the month of September. So the first card that is coming out is Archangel Raphael. This is the angel of the provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. So this is nice. Bottom of the deck is illusion, embrace the truth. So I feel like this is a really big healing month for you. I feel like there is a lot of awareness. I feel like there is a lot of energy that is, I feel like you embracing the reality and the truth and accepting it for what it is. Healing, because it does feel like there's a major healing involved in this as well. And I do like to see that archangel there, because that shows me that you're going to be angelically supported during this time of healing. And I do feel like it's a recalibration where you're balancing out your energy with your mind, your body, and your spirit coming into alignment, and that is a really beautiful thing. So let's pull some energy and see what wants to show up for you. Let's see what energy wants to show up for Virgo for the month of September. What is the energy for Virgo? What is the energy for Virgo? Energy for Virgo. What message is going to show up for the sign of Virgo? Oops, all right. This is the first one. King of Swords. This is clarity. This is truth. This is really standing into power as far as it goes with your mind, like your thought process. This is seeing very clearly. This is making head over heart decisions, recognizing what you need to, like the King of Swords, or the King of Air. King of Swords is the same thing, but in this deck it's called the King of Air. This can represent an energy that really recognizes, sees the truth for what it is, makes, like I said, that head over heart decision of choosing what needs to be eliminated, what needs to be cut off. It's not always a pleasant energy, an easy energy, but it is an energy where we master that level of air in our mind, right? And that was the first thing that was coming up, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. And so I do feel like there is a lot of truth and clarity, embracing the truth. You know, this is a card of illusion, like letting that illusion dismantle, fall apart. Like there's a shattering. I feel like it's a shattering of an illusion, and it's having to embrace the truth and then needing to heal, through the mind, body, and the spirit to bring those areas back into balance. So, okay, let's keep going. Let's see what the next energy is that wants to show up for you. What is the next energy that wants to show up for Virgo? What is the next energy? All right, here it is. It is the High Priestess, trusting your intuition, things coming into balance. This feels to me like really trusting your intuition. And I don't know if you just heard that loud sound. That was pretty insane. I feel like there's a shocking, like something shocking, surprising, like an abrupt, it can be this illusion being shattered is what I was feeling. So King of Air, High Priestess, what other energies are showing up? Wow, I can't even believe, I've been here for a little bit anyways, and I've never heard that, so that was very interesting. The next card that comes up is the Messenger of Water. There's going to be some sort of communication, I feel like, again. Messenger of Water definitely has feelings in regards to relationships, feelings, emotions are involved in this. So here's the last card. I didn't even have to ask for it. It showed up, Seven of Earth. So this, I feel, is bringing you to a place of Seven of Earth, which is where you invest your time, energy, and effort. And I feel like you're looking at how that is going to be shifting and changing or focused on a new direction. Nine of Earth. Wow. Okay. I mean, Nine of Air, I don't know why I said Nine of Earth, but we'll see if it shows up in this deck. But I did say Nine of Earth, but this is the Nine of Air. Nine of Air talks about feeling stuck. I feel like that's what's shattering. The illusion of feeling like you were stuck, trapped, bound, confined to a situation. There does seem to be some sort of information or news or some, sort of information, clarity of the mind, in alignment with your higher self and your intuition, which is allowing you to see something, embrace what that is that you're seeing. And I kind of feel you're shifting your focus. Like you're taking your feelings and you're taking your physical self and you're investing them in a direction that is not filled with illusions, confusions, or distorted energy. This is in healing through the process of all of that, okay? So let's keep going. Let's start clarifying these. Give us some information on clarity of this King of Swords. What is the clarity that we need to see for the King of Swords? What is the clarity? And I keep calling it swords because I'm so used to the swords, earth, and fire. But in this deck, it is different. So this deck, these are air, represents the swords. Earth represents the pentacles. Water represents the cups. They're just different decks, so they have different things like that. But talk to us more. Give us some clarity on the King of Air. Give us some clarity. I feel like there's a lot of wisdom being gained as well through this enlightenment, through this shattering of the illusions, whatever this is, like this place of being stuck. And what's underneath it? The Hierophant and the High Priestess. Ooh, okay. All right. Yeah, the Hierophant is a blessing. It's something, this can talk about with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. This could be traditional, religious. That could be more spiritual. It feels like, that's what it feels like. I feel like it's almost like I feel the energy of an alignment with the physical realm. This can represent the physical realm and the spiritual realm, like the balancing of the physical and the spiritual realm. And I don't know what reading it was in because I've done quite a few, but I do feel I've seen that in some other reading for a different sign. So you can check if you have placements in other signs and what area of your chart that is in and look at those. So the next card, the first card that comes up, this is news, this is information, this is some sort of, Page of Pentacles is fresh. It's a fresh mindset, it's fresh, this was after Nine of Wands. This is after, I feel like this is a the Wounded Warrior card. So this is somebody who has been through a lot of challenges and experiences and things like that. And it does feel to me that that cycle is over. Those hardships, those being tired and really struggling to move forward. Again, Nine of Airs right there, feeling stuck, stagnant, bound to a situation, restricted in some way. I feel like that veil is lifted. I feel like that illusion is shattered. I feel like there's something coming into your physical realm that is going to bring some sort of clarity to your mind, that brings awareness that you can embrace the truth that you are not confined, restricted, bound. You can liberate yourself from whatever this is. So we got the Four of Cups here. This can often indicate, it can indicate a rejection. I feel like there are things around you, relationships of some sort that maybe you're not emotionally fulfilling or on that soul level with you, and I feel like you're looking off towards a fresh start as far as it goes with feelings, emotions, relationships. This can be something to do with your home, family, foundation, the place you feel safe, secured, nurtured, and loved. I feel like there is something that is showing up in the physical that allows or helps or assists you in some way to shatter yourself, shatter that illusion of whatever that is for you, and liberate yourself from that stuck, stagnant. Nine of Air energy is not a very easy energy. The King of Air right up there indicates somebody standing in their power. They're really seeing truth, clarity, transparency. They're able to communicate, and they're able to cut away which just does not serve them. And I feel like there is something that's showing up. This Hierophant can be a blessing. It can be a blessing in the physical realm that shows up and allows you, like, I feel like you're rejecting what less than and going after, that Ace of Cups, that brand new beginning. Here's the Strength card, and this is clarifying that High Priestess. You see Leo energy right there. This is a very, Leo is your 12th house. 12th house talks about hidden enemies. It talks about completing out cycles, allowing cycles to close, endings, trusting your intuition. So I feel like you're already recognizing, you're embracing the truth about what needs to be taking place or happening, or what's, I feel like right? There's something that and now it's time for you to embrace the truth of what that knowing is. Sorry about that. Next card that comes up, so we got two pages out here. We got the Page of Earth and the Page of Fire. Bottom of the deck is the Star card. This talks about healing. I'm feeling with those two pages showing up, intuitively that something is shifting on your in your physical realm, in your material world, whatever that be, your home, your family, your job, your finances, anything like that. And I feel you also are aware that there is going to be some sort of communication or conversation or something that happens where you're going to be taking action, where you're going to, whether this is you or it's happening to you or it's somebody around you, you got to take what resonates for you and release what doesn't. Don't make anything fit that's not for you. If it's for you or not. So with this Page of Fire, I feel like this is that action. We're trusting your intuition and having the strength to know the action to take. And I feel like that's where this is showing up. So we got the Messenger up there of water. There is something to do. There's a Devil card. So there's a toxic energy, possibly with a player, it feels like, or an energy that's an in and out, very sporadic, it feels like all over the place, like very chaotic is what I'm feeling with this. It feels like there is, and this could be something you're starting to look at differently. Like once upon a time, it looked like this, that, and the third thing, but now you're seeing it from a whole new lens, right? The illusion is dismantling, it's shattering, and you're embracing the truth. And it feels to me like of a chaotic energy that's a very toxic energy. You may have been already recognized this and you were just moving through or trying to figure out how to detach from this or something like that. That's what it feels like. So take what resonates, release what doesn't. And that you're recognizing the toxicity of the situation, and you could be communicating this. Messenger of Cups up there. So this is like, I feel from a place of love, right? Love for self is what I'm feeling. Like you recognize the importance of that, and now you're taking action to do something about it, which I'm feeling down there. There's the Sun card. Again, Leo energy. I'm seeing that strongly. So it's really calling to me about your 12th house, that house of completions, of endings, of cycles being over, of hidden enemies being exposed, of your intuition, trusting in your intuition and being guided by that, right? Bottom of another page, Page of Swords. So yeah, and what is it? All four pages are out here because that Messenger is a page too as well. So all four pages are out here. Pages represent something new, something fresh, a new start. It also talks about information in regards to this. And when we very first started this, I was talking about that balancing of the mind, body, and spirit, and now you're literally seeing it with all these pages in here. Like, this is what's helping to transform right now. This is what is transforming, right? Your physical realm, your emotional realm, your spiritual realm, and you're taking the action that, you know, again, fire energy. So I do love to see the sun out here, because the sun talks about success and victory and happiness and joy and having that childlike spirit again. So you could really see that show up with all these pages out here, really going back to a more of an innocent soul space, heart space, right within, and watching that reflect and manifest on the external. So really nice energy. All right, let's keep going. Talk to us about this Seven of Earth. What is this investment? What is this investing or focusing our time, energy, and effort onto? Seven of Earth. What is the Seven of Earth? Tell us more about the Seven of Earth. Give us more clarity on the Seven of Earth. More time and energy onto the Seven of Earth. What is this? Seven of Earth. Oops, all right, here we go. First card that's coming. Oh, two cards came out. The Tower, and wow, this is a little, okay. The Tower is a drastic change. It is an abrupt change. It is out of nowhere, just like we heard that big boom at the beginning of all of this. This is, the Tower is the dismantling. There is an Emperor energy here. There is the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of this deck. I'm feeling when I see this Tower like something is coming down. That is that Uranus energy. It is a radical shift and a change. It is, the Tower represents liberation from things that have been restrictive, that are oppressive, that are, you know, like very confining and restricting and done in the dark. Like, there's a lot of darkness surrounding that energy, low vibrational frequencies, like dense energy. And I feel like there is, it's almost like your whole spirit has been locked up, caged up, restricted in some way, shape, or form, and that lightning strikes the Tower and eliminates that. And I felt that at the beginning over here, where I felt there was something that was going to come in for you, that it was going to give you the opportunity. It may seem like a small thing, it may not seem very big to you, but it feels like it really grows and, you know, expands in a big, powerful way, as it's liberating you and breaking you free from these whatever these are, restrictive mindsets, you know, whatever that is for you. And then I'm seeing the Emperor over here. And so the Emperor talks about this, having the structure and discipline. The Emperor is a master of, like, a high vibrational Emperor has control without being a tyrant. A low vibrational Emperor would be a tyrant, right? It's that sort of thing. I feel like you're breaking free from something, like I said, it feels like it's been very restrictive. It's like held you back, dimmed your light, you know, made you feel small. Whatever this is, it doesn't matter if it's in your job, in your home, your family, your relationships, all of that sort of thing. I kind of feel like there's like a significant, I keep feeling like when I seen the 4 pages, I feel like it in one way, shape, or form, it's hit all different areas of your life. I feel, and especially when that first card appeared, and it's like balancing out the mind, body, and spirit. This just feels like a total, you know, a Tower moment that allows you to recalibrate and realign to align, because I don't feel this is showing me that you were aligned. I feel like there's been a lot of things out of whack, and now it's like at that pressure point, which is why that Tower is here. And this Tower will, you know, dismantle, and it will liberate you in order to allow, you know, go through the healing process, which we see up there. And we did see the Star card, another healing energy to recalibrate and balance back out mind, body, and spirit. It's about embracing the truth, seeing things for what they truly are, breaking free of the illusion of whatever that illusion is for you, and liberating yourself from that Nine of Swords, that restrictive energy. This is about mastering the mind. This is about focusing your energy on the things that are new, fresh, and going to grow and evolve from a good standpoint, from a good vibrational frequency, right? You go through this healing, and healing is messy. I don't know. I feel like I'm meant to tell you, healing is messy, right? We cry, we feel lifeless, we don't really, have a whole lot we want to even, don't even feel like we're interested in, and all of that, right? But you go through it, and at some point, as you're coming out of that, you're going to rebuild, right? Your strength. That is, you're rebuilding that internal strength, courage, confidence. You're, letting that guard down a little bit, or the walls down a little bit. You're opening yourself back up. You're seeing the light start shining in more as you get out of that restrictive healing energy. Healing is not a pretty process. So if this is something you're going through right now, please just know you are not alone. You are not the only one that is going through this. And it is, a very challenging time, and it's just, but it's not, it doesn't last forever. It's it's just a thing that takes its time to work through, depending on how much healing you got to go through. There's so many variables with it. You can't really say, oh, by this time it'll be done and over. Nobody can say that, because we all heal and go through, and grieving process. I didn't see that out here. But it does make me feel like you are shedding an old skin, and you're letting something go, and it may not necessarily be the easiest for you, or that there is quite the intense healing that is taking place through this. But I do feel like you are going to come through all of this, and I do feel like, I'm seeing two master cards out here, with that Master of Air and the mastering, and that's mastering the realm of air, your mind, right? Your thoughts, I feel mind and thoughts, and that's what I feel with that. Whereas for a long time, you were very conflicted in the mind, right? And then with the Emperor out there, I feel like this is somebody, emperors build empires, right? And they build things from the ground up, and they build them on a solid foundation, because that way they stand the test of times. This is like the ruler of their own world, right? Or they master control of their world and their realm. I hope this message serves you